one question I always like to ask is what would you say to a young Lauren just getting started in the entertainment business as a whole? What is one piece of advice you would give her and say, listen, young Lauren, you need to think about blank as you're entering into this crazy world?
I would probably say observe more. Like, observe more on set. Like, think before you do. Just like kind of take a minute to observe and then make your move. Because I think sometimes we're so quick because we've just tried to figure it out. You know, we've just graduated. We think we know. We've learned all this information. We're ready to work. And that's great that we're ready to work. But when you get out there and you're on set and everything is chaotic, I mean, when you're on a set, there are so many things going on, so many different departments, long hours, everything's happening at once. I would probably say slow down for a second and take a beat, observe and look around what's going on, and then make your move.
Yeah. It is easy to rush into things and be very excited. I still remember the first time I went to a big set. I was an extra on a Disney movie, and just making the jump from having fun with my friends in the woods versus seeing this other world with like millions of people that I'm looking around like, what are these people doing? It was like, oh, there's a lot to learn here. We have a long way to go.
There's so many moving parts. Some of these sets, and some of these reality show sets, especially with these house shows with the builds, or even like shows like The Bachelor, those shows, there can be up to 250 crew members. And I mean, it's incredible. And so there's so much that can go on. And I think, and it can be so exciting, and it can be so stressful too, that I think it can be very easy to get behind quickly. And so I feel like if I can tell anybody that's starting off in the industry that, don't give up. It's like, if I'd moved to LA at 23 years old, I probably would have cried and gone home. And I don't want, I don't want to see anybody that wants to really move to LA at 23 to cry and go home. And I think the thing is just to know going in, don't have expectations that you're going to go and make it and it's going to be this amazing thing, because you're the exception. Everybody else, they may not make it because, well, they're just not you. Like, you can't have that mentality. You have to go in just saying, okay, it's going to be hard. And, it's a lot of work. I mean, it is long hours. You're working 100-hour work weeks. And it's, and that is what it is. But if you really love it, it's also a little bit of a high, because you're going to work that show and then you're going to get off and have a few days off, and then you're going to go right back onto another show. And that's the love of the industry. I mean, that's why we do it. So, I think if you really love it, you find the specific part, and it might take you a couple years to figure out where you want to be in the industry. But if you really love it, you fight through those weeks, because that's all you want to do.